Hey guys. Okay, so I think, the topic was dark magic, and yeah. So I'm gonna be posting my thing today, and stuff like that. So here we go. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna tell you my views, and then I'm gonna be showing you a spell. I'm not gonna show myself because I kind of woke up like 2 hours ago, and I'm staying home today and not getting ready, so not gonna show myself. Anyways, I'm gonna be showing you different variations of this spell, but first I'm gonna talk about my thing on dark magic. Now, to me, I don't view magic as dark or light, or let's add this guy to there too. I don't view magic as dark or light or anything. I view it as gray, and it's neutral. And basically, I follow a path called witchery or hedge witchcraft. And basically, the hedge is the veil between the two worlds, but also it's a balanced path. How I interpret that is I must walk that balanced path, and I must be balanced. So for me to stay balanced, I must practice positive magic, and I must practice negative magic. And some Wiccans and witches will have a thing that says, harm none, do as you will, or do as you will. My motto, I'm not Wiccan, so I don't go by that, is an ancient saying that is, a witch who cannot curse cannot heal, or a witch who cannot heal cannot harm. So basically, in my practices, I believe that I should know how to heal someone, how to do stuff like that, and how to curse someone. Have I cursed someone? Yes. I'll be showing you some spells that I've done and some spells that I've thought of for the future, and when to use it. Okay, so basically, I don't see hexing or cursing as a bad thing. I do believe it can come back to you, but I don't see it as a bad thing because I live a balanced life, and I can't just practice good stuff. I also have to practice bad stuff. That's like a gun, you know. If someone broke into your house, you would defend yourself. Here in Canada, it's illegal to defend yourself if someone broke into your house, but I'd still do it, right? It's illegal in here in Canada if someone broke into your house, to defend yourself, okay? But I'd still defend myself, even though there's a law towards that, just like this. If someone was pissing me off and bothering me, I'd probably put a hex or a curse on them. Now, the I think um, I think it was Pagan Possibilities from a while back did a video on Return to Sender spell, and to me, um, my version of a Return to Sender spell is a curse or hex, because a curse is a long-term thing, a hex is a short-term, and a jinx is a little thing. But they all have three things in common. They all inflict pain, or negative energy, or something. And to me, I consider a Return to Sender spell a curse, or a hex, or those kind of magic in the darker sides, is because you're sending back negative energy. And anytime I do a spell that sends back negative energy or inflicts pain or whatever, that is basically that is my you know, that's basically, to me, that's black magic. I don't see it as black or white, but when I do that kind of magic, I have to put a label on it, so it's dark magic to me. So I practice both. I practice good and bad. And yeah, so I'm going to be sharing you some of my ideas of spells. Now, here's a spell that I did a while back. It was a Return to Sender spell. It gets messy, I know. But, I'm going to be telling you some basic spells that you can do. One sec. I need to close this now. Fuck. It's not close. Okay, wait. Here we go. Okay. So the most basic spell is a Return to Sender spell that I do, and I see that as a curse or a hex. This is dirty here, just to tell you, but whatever. Okay, we have, oh, my leg. Okay, we have this thing here. I don't have the stand with me right now, so I'm just gonna go like this. But basically, this is the basic Return to Sender spell. And basically, I do this kind of spell if someone is bullying me, pissing me off, I'll just send it back to them. Black to me represents protection and the darker sides of magic. And also, if you can't get a black candle like this, I usually sometimes just make them. I will take paint and paint a candle. That's what I'm starting to do now. And I'm going to stop buying these, but I have these for now. And basically what you will do is you will take this, and you will carve Return to Sender all over it. And then I usually like to anoint it with thunder, moon, or sun water, and then put it there. And then I light it. And as I light it, I say to myself, by the powers of Great Spirit and the universe, I now manifest that. Sorry, people in the house are being loud. Alright, sorry. I now manifest. I now manifest that every negative energy, let's say the person is Bob. Bob has sent me from the past, present, and future will go back to them. Now, I've done this to someone. I've done a return to sender spell. And let me tell you the story. It didn't work at the beginning, and I was so discouraged because I wanted this person to get so much back. It didn't work, it didn't work, it didn't work. And then I somehow, again, became friends with the person a little bit, and then our friendship just didn't work. So then it was done, and then I forgot about the spell. Right, I just totally forgot about it, and out of nowhere, bad things started happening to them. So these spells can manifest later. This happened, I think, a month later. And bad things started happening to them, such as, what happened? Oh, they lost, okay, so they lost me as a friend, they lost one other friend, and they lost another friend. So they slowly lost 2 friends, and then they started going into self-pity and start being all upset with each other and stuff like that. And then their mom started hating them. And I'm like, oh shit, this is going way too far. Because it's something I put in the ground, or wanted it to germinate a long time ago. Not really, but you know what I mean, like, speaking, what's the word? I don't know. But basically, that was the spell coming in, because all these bad things started happening to her, and she cried every night, and she would, beg for me to be her friend. She made me things, begged me, and I said no, and then I did a spell for her to be friends with people again and gain friends, and then she did. So when you do these types of things, you have to clean it up. Everything's balanced. You send negative energy out, you have to send positive back out. So what I do is, when I do these types of spells, I send out negative to the person, let them suffer for a month, a week, whatever, however I feel pleased, and then when it starts getting out of hand, I kind of clean my shit up. Now, another thing you can do is make Black Witch's Salt. Starbucks coffee. Black Witch's Salt. I have 2 kinds. This kind is, I made this time with the intention of curses, hexes, and sending back negative energy. So you can modify this spell. You can, basically, if this is to send back curses and hexes and just negative things, you can sprinkle it around the base of the candle and say, let this mirror reflect back any negative karma this person has sent me. So the candle will reflect back that negative energy, and then this here will have also sent back the negative energy. That's another thing. Another thing you can do is, like I did, was you can make a poppet of the person. This was a different one, but you can make a poppet of the person, and you can put it in there, and then you can get mini craft mirrors and put them all over the thing here on each side. You can glue them on or just put them in there. And basically, when you put the craft mirrors in each one, and then you can sprinkle some of the witch's salt and maybe some horseradish. Horseradishes, so the mirrors, you'll say something like, the poppet will represent them, and the mirrors will represent any negative energy they send. Sorry. Oh my god, people. Okay. Any negative energy, sorry, no. You make a pop. Oh wait, how does this work? Yeah, you make a poppet of them. So any negative energy they send out, it'll just reflect off the mirror and go onto them. Okay. Or you can make a poppet of yourself and say whatever negative energy they take to you goes to the poppet, goes to the mirror, and goes back to them. But however, what you could do is, again, like I said, make a poppet of them, and then the horseradish will be so they can taste their own bitterness. And the Black Witch's Salt can be so negative karma goes to them. And then the mirrors can be whatever negative energy they send out, because remember, the poppet is a representation of them. Whatever negative energy they send out just goes to the mirror. reflects off the mirror and goes back to them. Plus, the mirrors can reflect the powers of this. That's another thing you can do, and I think it's a hoodoo spell that I got off the internet. The last one is a little bit, no, I've tried both of these here. But the last one I'm telling you is I had never tried it before, but I might try it if it ever comes to need. And basically you'll need is a skull. Now this skull is a piggy bank skull. And this is what I do. So, the skull again would be, this is sympathetic magic. It would represent the person. So let's say Bill pissed you off. And I don't mean like little things. I don't do these types of things for little things. I do these things, I only do these things to rapists, bullies, criminals, anyone who's of that sort. Anyone who harms other people emotionally, physically, spiritually, I do this stuff to them. I don't do it to innocent people because that's rude. And if someone pisses me off a little bit, no. I actually, if a teacher pissed me off, I'd probably do it. But the teacher would have to royally fuck me over, and one has, so I'm thinking about doing one for her. But that's for the near future if she pisses me off one more time. Anyways, usually just do it to someone who's fucked you over and you think needs to have this done to them. So this, again, instead of having a poppet, you'll have this. So you will then tell the universe that this skull represents, in our case, it's Bill. You say this skull represents Bill. And basically you are telling the universe that whatever you do to this skull will happen to Bill. Okay? Then you will need your black witch's salt, or black salt, or whatever you want to call it. And the one that does hexes and curses. So, I will then write Bill's name out, put it in the skull. Try and get a piggy bank skull, it'd be cool. Put it in the skull, and basically that will then be a label for him. Now, the reason why I say try and get a piggy bank is it has this little slot. You will take some of the black witch's salt, and you can, if you don't have this, you can just place it on top. Place some of the salt inside the skull. And then what you can do is you can take a bag of salt and put it right near the head. Why? Because this is to give the person, this is to drive the person, this is to pretty much fuck the person over mentally. Basically by giving them headaches and just making them have nightmares, anything that has to do with the head. Now, I've never done this, and it'll only work, I'll only do it if it happens, like, you know, for something that is, I only do it, I've never done it, so if I do, I'll probably let you guys know. But basically, why I put the name inside is so the universe knows them, and then why I put the salt inside there is to represent, since it gives back negative energy, it gives the person back negative energy. And now on top of the head, because now you want negative karma to somewhere come near the person and near the head. You can put some on the nose, maybe to make them sneeze a lot, or make them taste their own bitter, and shove some stuff in there. Maybe some horseradish, but make sure it's not gross, because you want to clean it up. Basically, let's say you want to give a person a headache. You'll take a bag of it, you put it right there, and just let it sit on there. Let it sit on there, and basically, that energy is symbolizing that the karma, negative energy, all that goes to near the person's head, and you will say in your incantation to give the person a headache. And then, remember, after you do this, because I normally don't raise energy in some of my spells, I will visualize. I will put my hands, let's say, like with this spell here. With this spell here. Okay? When it's burning, you're going to sit there for at least 10 minutes and visualize all negative energy. How I do that is, I visualize negative energy going around their aura. Like, then they have a black aura. Same with this, you'll do the same thing. Always visualize it, and it will work. Because after that, you will forget about it. And it will work. That is my view on dark magic and how I approached it and would approach it in the future. And basically, yeah, I like to live a balanced path. I like to work with the dark and with the good, and my version of the dark is hexes, curses, and stuff like that. Till next we meet, and blessed be.